Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about Slay the Spire. Now this is a 2019 release that I picked up earlier in 2025, and over the past year, I've been able to put over 50 hours into this game. What makes this game special is that I didn't put those hours in just 2 or 3 days. That was over the course of an entire year. This game had the power to not only pull me back in, but get me coming back multiple times throughout the course of the year over the course of multiple months. And because of that, this game has made an impact on me. I really enjoyed it. I think it's something special. And with the announcement of the sequel coming out in March 2026, I think it's worth asking the question, does this game deserve a sequel? And on top of that, I think it's worth asking, does it need a sequel? This game is fun, and there's a lot of addicting aspects to it, and I'd love to talk about it. The first thing is, what is Slay the Spire? Well, Slay the Spire is a roguelike deck builder that has you playing as a hero that goes throughout these different maps and has you defeating different enemies and encountering different caves that have different outcomes, having you make decisions, and ultimately trying to build the most competitive deck to beat the boss at the end of each stage. This game has a lot of strategy to it, and understanding how these cards work takes time. As you learn not only how your character works, but also what options their decks have, you not only feel smarter, but you can absolutely become overpowered when you're playing. And that is a very rewarding feeling. There are some times I played this game where I had a very underpowered deck. It did not last long. Maybe my run lasted 10 minutes. But there's some times where my deck just goes seamlessly with itself. It works great. It has a lot of stuff that supports it. Maybe I'm getting the correct potions or I'm just landing on the correct spaces on the map, and it just feels great. With that being said, some of the longest runs don't even last longer than 45 minutes. So getting back in there and giving it another shot is never even much of a commitment. It's just a fun time overall. Slay the Spire also has 4 unique characters, each with different playstyles and decks. As you play with each one of these characters, you earn experience points with each one, and as you earn these experience points, you unlock new cards and unlockables for when you play with those characters. So just when you think you're figuring out how to use this character, an additional card may be added to your repertoire, and that could change how your playstyle goes entirely. Feeling this constant upgrade system and learning how to use your characters is not only rewarding, but it also keeps the experience fresh. 4 may not seem like a lot, but the diversity between these characters is pretty significant to make you feel like you're actually playing a different game 4 different times instead of just playing the same game with 4 different characters. In my opinion, there are some cards and characters that are stronger than others, and to be honest, there are absolutely some brick cards that you just don't want in your deck. But there's such a wide variety of ways that you can play this game and ways that you can build your character. It's imperative that you learn each one of them because you can't really control what goes into your deck due to the randomness factor. So learning the different aspects and the different ways that you can balance your character is critical because you never know what you're going to get. There's a strong online community that supports this game, and there's a lot of information out there. But that doesn't mean that the game is too difficult for you to learn on your own. After putting about 40 hours into this game, I felt pretty confident in how to use at least 3 of the characters while dabbling a little bit in the 4th. That was when I discovered the online community and the different options that other people had in learning how to play with these characters. It widened my mind and completely opened me to new ideas of what you could do in this game. It's such a rewarding experience, and playing this game just overall has been a fun time. The replayability is only matched by a really cool art style. Not only is each character visually different, but also the different things that they do with their decks is really impressive. There's a wide variety of different enemy types and bosses and potions and cards and encounters. The whole thing is just so cool, and I found myself looking at different things as I played and saying, wow, I've never seen that before, or wow, that looks really good. And being able to experience that is just a blast. I really enjoyed the different runs that I went through, especially when I experienced something new, which was pretty common. Now, ultimately, does this game deserve a sequel? I think the answer is yes. It does everything right, and even being 7 years old at the time of the release of the sequel, I do think that it is still worth playing today. Now, I think it begs the additional question, does this game need a sequel? And I would say no. There are some things that you could build on here, but I don't think it's really necessary. I think the package as it is really good, and unless you're going to provide more of the same, I would say a sequel is essentially unnecessary. I will be playing the sequel when it becomes available on consoles, and I'm excited to dive back into some new stuff, but realistically, this package is good as it is. And I think that adding a sequel may be risky because if you go in too deep with new mechanics or trying new things or trying to complicate this game too much, you may lose the magic of the simplicity that you have in this original title. So I hope the sequel is good. And like I said, I'm absolutely going to be trying it, but I would say that this game doesn't need a sequel, even if it does deserve one. But that's just my opinion. And like I said, this isn't necessarily a new game. So if you have experienced this game in the past, let me know what you thought in the comments. Do you think it deserves a sequel? Will you be playing the sequel? Do you think it needs one? I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say because there really is a strong community out there, and I love reading other people's experiences and opinions. But if you like this video, please conduct an NFL personal foul on that like button and subscribe, and I look forward to talking to you guys in the next one.